After the events of Revenge of the Sith on the isolated world of Dantooine, the galaxy was in darkness, the Republic was no more, and the Jedi were hunted like prey. But there was one Jedi who had refused to die in silence, Mace Windu. Clad in a dark cloak, his once vibrant eyes now dimmed with pain but still blazing with defiance, Mace had survived his fateful encounter with Darth Sidious on Coruscant. Broken, scarred, and missing his right arm, he had gone into hiding, meditating on his next move. But Mace was no stranger to pain, nor to vengeance. He would not fade away quietly. Now, on the forgotten world of Dantooine, deep within an abandoned Jedi outpost, Windu sensed the dark tremors in the Force growing stronger. His location had been discovered. The Emperor's shadow had found him. Steeling himself, Mace stepped out into the arid plains, the wind whipping around him. He reached out through the Force, sensing a cold, familiar presence. Darth Vader. The Sith Lord emerged from the tree line, a towering figure of menace wrapped in black. His crimson lightsaber hummed to life, casting a red glow over the desolate landscape. Mace ignited his own amethyst blade, his new lightsaber, constructed in secret during his exile. The purple hue was a remnant of the old Mace, the warrior who had fought tirelessly for peace. But the man who stood now was something different. He was a blade sharpened by loss and betrayal. Master Windu, Vader's modulated voice rumbled, both respectful and mocking. You survived. Your master's treachery failed to kill me, Windu replied coolly, but it made me stronger. Vader tilted his head, studying the man who had once been one of the most powerful Jedi Masters in the Order. He could feel the hatred radiating from Windu. It made him dangerous, and in a twisted way, it made him intriguing. The Emperor wants you dead, Vader intoned. Mace smirked, his gaze piercing. Then come and finish what he couldn't. Without another word, they lunged at each other. The clash of their lightsabers echoed through the empty fields. Mace, despite his injury, moved with a fluid grace, his mastery of Vapad, a form that thrived on channeling the darkness of opponents, making him a blur of purple light and lethal precision. Vader, fueled by the dark side, struck with brute strength and unrelenting power, each blow a forceful attempt to crush the Jedi. But Mace was more than just a Jedi. He was fury contained, a storm in human form. Their battle raged, saber against saber, force against force. Two titans locked in a deadly dance. But as the minutes stretched into what felt like hours, Mace knew he was tiring. The pain of his old wounds and the relentless assault of Vader's dark energy were taking their toll. He needed to end this. Now, summoning every ounce of his remaining strength, Mace spun backward, extending his left hand. The Force erupted from him in a massive wave, hurling Vader back. The Sith Lord skidded, regaining his stance, his mechanical breathing harsher now. For a moment, they stared at each other, Mace's chest heaving. You've grown weaker, old man, Vader growled. And you've grown reckless, Anakin, Windu shot back, using the name deliberately. Vader's anger flared, and in that instant, Mace struck. He charged forward, his lightsaber flashing in a feint before he pivoted, thrusting his remaining hand forward. Lightning arced from his fingertips, not Sith lightning, but a blinding, stunning discharge of Force energy, something he had perfected during his years in exile. The blast caught Vader off guard, surging through his armor and circuits. For a brief, flickering moment, the towering Sith fell to his knees. Mace loomed over him, breathing hard. The opportunity was there. He could end it. He could destroy the Emperor's enforcer, strike a blow for the Jedi, and for the galaxy. But as he raised his lightsaber for the final stroke, something stopped him. He stared down into Vader's masked face, the silhouette of a broken man, the boy he had once tried to protect, who had been twisted into this monster. Pity flooded Mace's heart. Perhaps it was the remnant of the Jedi within him, or maybe just exhaustion. But in that moment he saw not a Sith, but a tragic figure. No, he murmured, deactivating his lightsaber. You're already dead, Anakin Skywalker. He turned and began to walk away, but mercy was a mistake. With a roar of rage, Vader surged up, his lightsaber slicing through the air. Mace spun too late. The crimson blade plunged into his back, piercing through his chest. Pain blossomed through his body, and he staggered, dropping to his knees. Vader stood over him, breathing hard, his fury palpable. "I am not Anakin Skywalker," he rasped. "I am Darth Vader." Mace coughed, blood staining his lips, but he managed a faint, grim smile. "Then, you've lost already." With a final gasp, Mace Windu, the indomitable warrior of the Jedi Order, slumped forward. His light flickered, then went out. Vader stared down at the fallen Jedi, feeling no triumph, only the cold emptiness that came with each victory. He extinguished his lightsaber and turned away, leaving Windu's body behind. Another casualty in the Emperor's purging of the old order. But though Mace Windu was gone, his defiance would linger. The spark of rebellion, of hope, still remained. And one day, that spark would become a flame that would consume the darkness. For Mace, Windu had not truly fallen. His spirit lived on in the Force,